I'm 82 years old now, and I've been watching people die for longer than I care to admit. Friends, neighbors, even distant relatives whose names I barely remember, but whose deaths left a kind of emptiness I still feel in my chest. At this age, death is no longer a rumor, it's a calendar. Every birthday reminds me that time isn't a friend, it's a witness, and it keeps score. Most people don't make it past 80. I've seen it over and over. And it's not always sudden disease, though that comes for some. No, it's the habits, the tiny, almost invisible choices people keep making after 60 that stack up quietly like dust on furniture until one day they suffocate life itself. I've lived long enough to recognize them. I've made some myself, nearly paying the price. And I want to tell you about them, not with fancy science or charts, though I could quote them, but with real observation, real life. Think of this as a warning from someone who's been around the block more times than he cares to count. The first deadly habit is sitting still, really sitting still, not just physically but mentally. After 60, so many people stop moving, and I mean really stop. They sit in chairs, watch television, scroll their phones. They tell themselves, I'm old, I need to rest, and they confuse stillness with wisdom. I've watched men who were once strong in body and mind shrink into chairs. Muscles fade, bones weaken. Blood pressure climbs quietly, heart struggles without you even noticing. I used to think I could rest too. After I retired, I bought into the idea that quiet meant longevity. But the truth is, movement is medicine. It doesn't have to be a gym or running, walking, carrying groceries, fixing things around the house, bending, stretching, lifting, every day, small things that keep your heart honest, your blood flowing, your brain awake. I learned this the hard way when I nearly collapsed at 70. My doctor told me I had the circulation of a man 20 years older. That scared me enough to start moving again, and I'm still here because I did. The second habit is ignoring your body's warnings. Pain, stiffness, fatigue, people shrug it off. It's just age, they say. I used to do it too, but age is not an excuse, it's a signal. Ignoring it is how a small problem turns into a deadly one. I've seen men complain about chest tightness and dismiss it as indigestion. Later it was a heart attack. Women say their joints ache and keep limping until their bones are brittle. We all think a little discomfort is normal. It isn't. I remember when my own hands started trembling at 65. I told myself it was nothing. Then came the day I nearly dropped Thomas's wedding ring while putting it on. That tiny incident was a wake-up call. I went to a specialist and it was treatable. But if I'd waited, I could have lost control of more than my hands. I could have lost years of life. Listen to your body. It whispers first, then it screams. The third deadly habit is holding grudges. People laugh when I say it, but I swear it's true. Hatred, resentment, bitterness, they eat you from the inside. I've watched friends who retired wealthy and healthy die early, because they couldn't forgive. Their blood pressure stayed high. Stress hormones never dropped. Their hearts beat faster, not from joy, but from anger. I know what it's like to be wronged, to have someone take advantage, lie, betray. I've had my share, but I've learned the hard way that carrying that weight long after the moment has passed is like putting rocks in your pocket and expecting to run a marathon. Eventually you slow. Eventually you collapse. Let it go. Not for them, for you. Every day you carry resentment is a day you shorten your own life. Fourth, neglecting your mind. People think after retirement they can stop learning, stop challenging themselves. Wrong. That's how the brain begins to shrink. People who stop thinking critically, stop reading, stop engaging with new ideas, start losing the connections inside their heads. I've seen brilliant men, engineers, teachers, doctors, fade because they thought the mind no longer needed exercise. I've kept my mind sharp by staying curious, always curious. I read newspapers, books I don't understand at first, letters from old friends, even debates online. Though the world online is often foolish, it still forces thinking. I try to learn new skills, even small ones, cooking a new recipe, using a camera, learning the rules of a card game I forgot. The brain is like a muscle. Stop using it and it wastes away. Don't wait to realize the slow cost. Keep it alive. Keep asking questions. Keep making mistakes. They matter. The fifth habit is avoiding connections. Loneliness kills faster than any disease. People underestimate it. After 60, friends die, family moves, routines change. Some men and women retreat thinking they're protecting themselves, but isolation is poison. It's been proven to shorten lifespan more than obesity, more than high blood pressure. I've seen it, men and women who live alone, who rarely speak to anyone, who stop attending gatherings. They fade not just in body but in spirit. I lost my wife when I was 70. For a while, I thought solitude would protect me. I stayed home, watched the days pass. I was miserable, and I felt myself weakening slowly. It wasn't until I forced myself out, joining a small discussion group at the library, calling old friends, helping at the community garden, that I started to feel alive again. Connection matters, and it's not just about talking. It's about being seen and seeing others, sharing experiences, laughing, crying, feeling human. I've made mistakes too. I ignored my health for years, thinking I was invincible. I lost friends because I was too proud to admit I needed them. I held grudges that hardened my chest and my mind. I spent hours sitting when I should have been moving. I thought I could outrun time, but time catches us all if we're careless. If I could give advice to anyone 60 or older or even younger, it would be this. These 5 habits are stealth killers. They don't announce themselves. They don't come with a warning label, but their effects are real. Move, listen, forgive, engage your mind, connect every day. I've also learned there's no shame in asking for help. Doctors, friends, family, they're part of your survival. Pride alone won't save you. Curiosity, kindness, honesty with yourself, those are your allies. You want to live past 80? It's not magic, it's vigilance. It's paying attention to the small choices. Every meal, every walk, every conversation, every thought. Those accumulate faster than any inheritance, faster than any pension. They determine whether you'll live to see your great-grandchildren or whether life will quietly slip away before you even notice. I watch younger men and women around me still rushing, still thinking that work, ambition, worry, resentment, those things matter more than they do. They don't. The small daily disciplines, the quiet habits I've named, those matter. They will determine how long you have, how well you spend it, and whether your mind and heart remain yours in the final years. I am 82 and I've survived because I noticed too late a few habits, corrected some, and held tight to the ones that kept me alive. I am not perfect. I have aches. My heart falters at times. My friends are mostly gone, but I'm still here. I still think. I still love. I still speak. And I still watch the sun come up, wondering if I'll see it tomorrow. Life after 60 is not a countdown. It's a choice. Every day, you get to decide whether to slide quietly toward the grave or to hold your life like a flame. You can't fix the years you've already lost, but you can decide the ones you have left. So move, listen, forgive, challenge your mind, reach out, don't wait. Because these habits, ignoring your body, bitterness, isolation, stagnation, stillness, will take you faster than anything else. I've been lucky enough to see the value in these choices before it was too late. You don't need to learn it the hard way like I almost did. You can make different choices. You can still choose life. And if you take this to heart, maybe you'll make it past 80. Maybe you'll see 90. Maybe if you're careful, you'll reach my age and beyond, and still remember your own name in the morning. And there's no greater victory than that. Because in the end, the years themselves don't matter. What matters is that you show up for them every day. Fully awake, fully alive.